Yapping.
Hello, this is Erica,
And this is Edgar.
and we are the Yapping Schnauzers. We entertain you with yap-worthy stories we found around the web. And today we have just been cleaning, more like fall cleaning, transitioning to boots and more warmer clothes than the summer. How about you, babe? What did you do today?
Mostly sleeping, but been also working on the podcast and just making sure like distribution and all that stuff is all set up. Also working on some of the website things, so it'll be pretty exciting when it all comes together. This is like our
Yeah,
first episode.
definitely our
Technically,
first. Yeah, technically it is our first.
We did a lot of practice.
Yes, lots and lots of practice, and I hope it sounds more a little bit more natural than the
How we
first
started
try.
out. Yeah,
Like, I
we'll
mean,
keep getting better though.
yeah, definitely. That's what we're here for, to get better. So today we just looked at top stories in Reddit, and I hope you guys enjoy. The first one is: Am I the asshole for leaving my sister-in-law's wedding early without my husband? Let me start this off with my 23 female husband and 26 male, and I have been together for almost 6 years and have an almost 3-year-old son. My husband's family has always been very lovely and welcoming. The only exception, however, is my sister-in-law, 29 female. From the moment I met her, she's hated me for no reason. First time I ever met her was at their mother's wedding, and I, 7 months pregnant at the time, found her spooning my sleeping husband in the room him and I were sharing. The day only went downhill with her crying to him about how he could have done better and that it's not too late. Right after we had our son, she was supposed to visit us with our mother-in-law, but refused because she didn't want to. I thought it was strange, but let it go, and waited for her to be ready to accept us. Flash forward 3 years, and virtually nothing has changed. She ignores our son and denies existence, but when we're brought up, she shows a very obvious disdain, according to most of his family. Back in July, she asked my husband to walk her down the aisle in a whole different state in September, just a few months away, knowing it would be difficult due to our jobs. Long story short, my husband ended up agreeing, knowing I didn't want to. On our way to the wedding, we were informed that even though we were driving 24 hours to get there, we will still have to pay $400 for our lodging. Okay, fine. Whatever. I planned for something unexpected and didn't bother me. What did is that the second we got there, we had to go straight into the rehearsal dinner, only to find out my son and I are not seated with my family or the extended family during the ceremony, nor are we seated with my husband at the reception. We found out the night before the wedding that the person who was sitting next to him was a girl he had a crush on in high school, and his sister hadn't talked to in 10 years. Rather than his wife and his child, my husband was upset but refused to talk to his sister or go against her wishes for the seating, so I just took my son and left. I didn't have high hopes coming to the wedding, but I was hoping that she at least start treating us as family, since I'm her precious younger brother's wife. But myself, and worst of all, my son, were completely disrespected. My family is completely on my side, of course, and most of my husband's family is as well. But some people are saying that I should have just put up with it instead of leaving in the middle of the reception because she was the bride. Please tell me if I'm the asshole. Do you think she's the asshole, babe?
She clearly is not.
Why?
I think get a sister-in-law or wherever she is, like the other woman who's just like trying to like basically wake up their marriage. Is just being plain disrespectful to their just their marriage and just like her like right in front of her face. Like I guess she thinks she has some immunity or like some special power because it's like her wedding day or whatever. But like, it's like there isn't a time or place, and especially like in a wedding. So even though like it's not like it doesn't look good on her leaving early from the wedding, um, I mean it's also not good to like also
Just leave her out of the family. Like,
basically,
yeah, like she got out her way to exclude her from the family, and
Mhm.
that includes her nephew.
Yeah.
And he has no fault in this, and it's really frustrating, at least for me, to just have the husband not say anything, not defend his wife or his son, and says it's fine. You know,
Hmm.
it's her wedding. It is her wedding, but the fact that he allows this type of behavior is why she is the way she is now, and that
Hmm.
she continues to treat her sister-in-law this way,
Hmm.
right?
Yeah, it's like such a weird dynamic. Like, sure, I wonder like how the husband feels. Like, did it say anything about if he wanted to leave as well, or did he also stay? Was like the husband like mad at her for leaving early?
Let's see. There is a comment, and she didn't respond. So the top comment says, "Not the asshole, but your husband sure is. He has been allowing this behavior to go on for years. When is he going to take stand? It is easy for me to sit in my armchair and give a certain advice, not knowing all the complexities of your marriage. But I would be furious if my spouse had a choice he chose wrong. But he should have done is took his chair and sat by his wife and his child, or put you at the family table. As long as he allows this to happen and condones his sister's behavior, there will always be this treatment. Honestly, there's no hope for the relationship with her at this point. But she should be respectful. So the question to ask yourself is, do you want to continue a relationship where you are not put first? Or if it were me, I might choose not to be, but I definitely would not be going out for my to be near my sister-in-law ever again. Nor I would be polite at family functions. She would get what she gives.
Hmm.
Right? That's a good. And
Yeah, I
then,
mean, at that point, just like don't show up whenever the problem sister is around.
but that's frustrating because then she has to now exclude herself from the family because of her sister-in-law.
Hmm. I mean, like I can see like it's not fair for her, but also like why put yourself in a situation where it's you're not gonna have fun. No one's gonna be like everyone's gonna be uncomfortable, basically.
I would be like, you still go, but just if you don't have to talk to her, don't talk to her.
Mm-hmm.
You could be the bigger person and just completely ignore her. I mean, you don't. It doesn't have to hold that you have to talk to everybody in the family function, right? There's no rule
Mm-hmm.
with that. And then OP said, "Oh, trust me, he's been on the couch for a week and a half now, and I won't even talk to him unless it's important. I know that this relationship with her is important to him because she basically raised them while their parents were divorcing. But as always, but as I always tell him, he made his this family with me, so it comes first. I just feel so icky being angry enough to walk out and treat him like this."
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, I guess you can see a little bit more deeper in their dynamic where he's saying, they had a really close relationship when their parents were divorcing.
Mm-hmm.
But like I would think if he saw how happy he is with sister-in-law,
Mm-hmm.
then I would say he wants him to be happy and support their relationship, right? Instead of trying to rift them apart.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like I don't know, I have like she has like she's jealous of her sister-in-law. I feel like that she doesn't
OP
want them
is
to have a
jealous,
relationship.
or OP is jealous, or the sister-in-law is
Their
jealous.
sister-in-law isn't jealous.
Yeah, I just wish we get a little bit more context on like how like was it always bad their like relationship, or like did something happen? But I don't know. I think it's just like because the sister-in-law sees herself like as a parental figure, she probably has like some weird hold on him or something like that.
Yeah, I mean, she has asked him. It says
Mm-hmm.
OP did say, "I've tried asking him if he feels bad for leaving his son and I at a table alone."
Mm-hmm.
And he just shuts down completely, like I'm asking the hardest question ever.
Yeah, I mean that's weird because like I don't know if I had like a kid and stuff, I'd want to be next to like you and the kid. now like be with like some crush from like high school or middle school or whatever. That's like weird.
Exactly. And then that's so like I said, it goes back to disrespecting her in plain sight. And he lets it happen. Like he doesn't say no, that's not right. Or maybe let it happen, but then grab like some like one of the comments said, just grab the seat and sit next to her.
Mm-hmm.
As simple as that. But he did nothing of that, but continues to support his sister.
Yeah.
So I think he really just continues to support her, and obviously just puts his wife last. He's not making her the priority, and this is where the issue lies. Honestly, I would not want to be in that type of relationship because regardless, I don't think the sister-in-law is going anywhere.
No, definitely not. It's like
So
family.
she's going to have to be dealing with this all her life because it doesn't look like he cares enough or puts her first. So, I mean, either they have to go to therapy, either he sits down with her and they have a like really
what would they even
relationship.
talk about in therapy?
Why is this dynamic like this? Like what is going on that he cannot like have a priority straight? Like what does he think his sister-in-law, like, I mean, I understand your sister is important and my sister's important and my side and your side, but like if I'm married to you, you come first.
Yeah.
Because you're my immediate family. Now you're my family.
Mm-hmm.
We made vows. We did everything, you know. We promised ourselves that we'll be, you know, together. So I don't understand why it would be so hard for him to choose or to really understand the decision of going next to his family instead of staying with his high school crush. Right? So yeah, I think this one kind of frustrated me because her husband, I just don't like when people trying to have a conversation and they just completely shut down. Right?
Yeah, I see a divorce in the future, but
I don't think divorce should be always something. I think divorce has gotten so easy to do. And the percentage of divorce rates have definitely has gone up. I don't think that should be the first thing to do. I feel like they should work on the relationship first.
it's just kind of a hard situation to come back from. Like, not sitting with your family during a wedding or during a family event, basically. Sitting with, like, a known crush, not wanting to confront the issue afterwards, them being still upset after a week.
But this is what it is. You know, they're angry at the problem, not at them, not at each other. That's how they're supposed to look at it. You know, you do have a disagreement. We're both frustrated with the situation, not with each other. So we have to talk it out, and we have to, you know, say what we're feeling, and express each other's feelings, and listen to each other and respect each other emotionally. And I think they really need to just have a really deep talk and see like if things can change and if he's able to be open to, you know, have better priorities in the future. And he can't, then I think that's when there's nothing really you can work on. He's not ready to have a family, unfortunately. All right, so second story is, am I the asshole for not inviting my brother to my son's graduation because he made it all about his new girlfriend again? I, 41 male, have a son, Sam, 18 male, who recently graduated from high school. This was a huge milestone, and we had been planning a special family dinner to celebrate. I was proud of him and wanted the evening to be focused on his accomplishments as he worked so hard to get to this point. My brother Alex, 38 male, has a bit of a history when it comes to family events. Every time he gets into a new relationship, he parades his new girlfriend around, turning any occasion into meet the girlfriend night. It's happened so many times that it's become a running joke in the family, but this time I wasn't in the mood for its distraction. He just started dating Lisa, 27 female, a couple months ago, and I knew exactly how the night will go, Alex introducing her to everyone like she's the main event. hogging conversations and make it about them rather than Sam. So I asked them not to bring her to the dinner. I told them it wasn't personal, but I wanted the focus to be on Sam, not on his new relationship. I thought Alex would understand, but he lost it. He called me selfish, said I was jealous because he was happy again after his divorce, and accused me of deliberately excluding him. My parents, always the peacemakers, got involved and started pressuring me to let it go. They said Alex deserved to be happy and that Lisa should be welcomed with open arms, especially since Alex hasn't been in a serious relationship since his divorce. They made me feel like I was ruining my family's harmony, but I stood my ground. I wanted this night to be special for Sam, not another spectacle about Alex's latest girlfriend. In the end, Alex refused to come without her, so I didn't invite him at all. Now my parents are furious. I'm saying I'm alienating my own brother over something petty, and Alex is spreading the word that I'm punishing him for being in love. Sam had a great night, but I can't shake the feeling that I've caused unnecessary drama. Some family members agree with me, but others say I could have just let him bring her and avoid the conflict. I'm stuck wondering, was I wrong for drawing this line, or is Alex the one who's making everything about himself yet again? Am I the asshole? What do you think, babe?
Nah, OP isn't the asshole, but Alex is for making everything about his passing girlfriends. Like, I understand like the OP's where he was coming from, that he wanted the night to be his son's special night, you know, not about like, oh, the current person I'm talking to at the moment. That'd be pretty annoying, and like, I don't know. All this drama is stemming from Alex, not from like OP not inviting him.
Exactly. I think the parents trying to be pacemakers are completely biased because really, so they're practically saying that it's okay for Alex to ruin his Sam 18 party and have him talk about his girlfriend. And then, mind you, this is obviously a running joke, and it's not the first time he's done this before. Yeah, he wants to do it all over again in a party.
Yeah, Sam's high school party for graduation is like a once in a lifetime thing, but Alex getting a girlfriend is like obviously not once in a lifetime.
And then the fact that he said, what was the thing he said? Punishing for being in love is complete BS. I thought that was kind of funny.
You can tell a lot about him from that comment. Very overdramatic. But I remember he said something about like OP he was ruining the family harmony.
Yeah.
I guess the harmony or the normal thing for them is just like kind of bending over for whatever Alex wants.
Yeah.
Which I don't think is a good dynamic anyways. Like, it's obviously like not good for OP. The family is like in unnecessary drama because it's like a lopsided kind of like harmony that's happening or that was being maintained.
Yeah, I think it's ridiculous. The top comment says, "Lol, LOL. I'm sorry, but the punishing me for being in love line is hilarious. I wouldn't say a couple months of dating Lisa is serious dating. If he has brought other people around since his divorce, what makes her so different? He isn't treating her any different. If he wants to introduce the person he is in love with to the family, he should make an arrangement with everyone, like a dinner outing or a small get-together, and make it official about her. Not just some other chick he's bringing around to a family event. It's like he wants her to feel special because he's meeting the family, but it's not actual special because it has happened this way before. Not the asshole. He sounds immature, desperate to fall in love. Love is beautiful and everyone deserves it, but my guy, come on. No one hates you because you're in love. So I thought that was hilarious. And it literally, perfect comment. Did you want to hear what OP replied to that?
Yeah.
He said, haha, yeah. The punishing me for being in love line definitely had me shaking my head a bit too. I agree it's hard to take it seriously when he's done this exact thing for every girlfriend since his divorce. It's like he's using family events as a stage to show off his relationships, but it ends up feeling less special because it's become a pattern. If he really wanted to introduce Lisa properly, like you said, he could have made an actual event about her instead of turning Sam's big night into another meet the girlfriend moment. It's not about him being in love. It's about the timing and respect for the occasion. Exactly.
Imagine being like in your 30s and you say, "I'm being punished for being in love." That's like so cringy.
He's gonna be 40. He's 38. Like,
That's
come
crazy.
on. You have to grow up.
Bro.
There is no reason for him to be acting like that. And then blaming his brother for being, for excluding him and ruining the harmony of the family.
Like
It's
a child.
ridiculous. Exactly. I think he needs to stop and grow up. All right, and then the next one is, am I the asshole for refusing to let my neighbor throw her kid's birthday party in my backyard? Okay, y'all, this one is wild, and I can't believe it even happened. So I, 22 female, have a nice backyard that I've spent a lot of time turning into my little sanctuary. Plants, lights, etc. It's my happy place, and I love hosting quiet dinners with close friends. But my neighbor, 43 female, has other plans. A few days ago, she comes over and asks if she can use my backyard and throw her son's birthday party. Not a small gathering. She's talking bouncy castle, cake, loud music, a bunch of screaming kids. I was polite and told her I wasn't comfortable. Because, well, it's my space, and I don't really want to host a party for strangers. I didn't think it was a big deal, but oh my god, she flipped. She got super defensive and said, well, it's just a few hours and the kids need space to run around.
Bro.
Then she said she'd give me $30 for cleaning up afterwards. Like that was supposed to make me agree. When I still said no, she got even more rude and said, I'll just do it anyway. It's not like you're using your backyard all day. Excuse me? She literally threatened to throw the party in my backyard without my permission because apparently the neighborhood expects it. She stormed off, and now some of the other neighbors are whispering like I'm the bad guy for not wanting 20 plus kids wrecking my garden. So, am I the asshole for standing my ground and refusing to let her take over my backyard?
That's just crazy.
I know, the entitlement is insane.
And like $30, like I can understand paying like a few hundred or maybe $1,000. Like so something that like, because you're basically paying for an event space, but even if you're paying like a bunch of money for that, it's still a piece of decision. And even if she said no, she should respect it. But yeah, there's like a bunch of entitlement on that birthday party happening in her backyard.
Yeah, definitely not the asshole. I agree. I don't understand how this. It looks like she's not even close to the neighbor, the complete stranger. And then just because I'm your neighbor, you're gonna let me use your backyard is completely ridiculous. Absolutely not.
Why not use her own backyard?
Well, it looks like it's hers is bigger and have more room to run around. So
Then maybe that family should have bought like a bigger house.
exactly. I don't understand why a complete stranger has to pay for your shortcomings. I don't understand that.
I find it also weird that like the rest of the neighbors think that like it's so peaceful that like there's some commotion or whatever.
Oh yeah, for not agreeing. Then if they feel that way, why don't they do it at their backyard?
I know, it's like a weird kind of dynamic. I wonder how all the neighbors know each other.
Yeah, it looks like they're a close neighborhood, but I still wouldn't expect the neighbor to throw a party, like let your neighbor throw a party.
At my other neighbor's backyard.
Yeah, that's just insane. But yeah, the fact that she said she's still gonna do it, it's crazy for me. I hope she puts cameras and she puts just be ready just in case.
Yeah, I mean, because like 20 kids could like do a lot of damage to a backyard.
Yeah, especially a bouncy house. Like if you've seen if have you ever had a bouncy house in the backyard?
Most of my birthdays I have a bouncy house in my backyard.
Well, when they take it out, like the whole grass is completely flattened, so you have to fix that.
And it's like even though it's 20 kids, it's like a lot of people, like a lot of parents coming. So it'd be like at least 50 people coming to that backyard.
I know you have a huge ass.
And I know like I just feel that the neighbor is not gonna like take care of like the space. Like they're gonna make a huge mess.
Exactly. And excuse me, $30. What's $30 going to do? Tell me.
I could barely buy. I can maybe buy like I mean, I guess it depends on what you spend it on, but yeah, it's like not a lot for cleaning.
No, absolutely not. $30 for what? Pocket change? Like what? $30 nothing. Especially for that type of like. It seems like it's gonna be a huge party, and you only giving $30 to clean up. It's ridiculous. Yeah, the entitlement is insane. I totally think that she needs to, just be ready for just any issues that in the future, if she decides to do the party. This one's funny. This is a good one. All right. So next story is: am I the asshole for switching to regular milk to prove my lactose intolerant roommate keeps stealing from me?
Ew.
I thought the title was amazing. I was like, I must read this one. Me and two other guys share an apartment together, and we split all the bills. The only thing we don't split costs on is groceries. Everyone's in charge of buying their own food, and we don't touch whatever doesn't belong to us on the fridge, in the fridge. We put our names on everything so no one gets mixed up. The issue has been going on for almost a year, and I'm sick of it. One of my roommates, let's call him R, keeps stealing my food. I get home from work and containers with my leftovers are sometimes missing. They have my name written on it. Or my stuff finishes too quick. My gallon of milk, for example, I buy an almond milk because I like the taste. But it seems to finish after a week, even though I've only drank once or twice. I confronted R about this lots of times, and that's caused a lot of arguments. He outright denies it and tells me I'm crazy. I'm crazy, even though it's so obvious. My other roommate and I carpool together because we both work the same early morning shifts around the same area, so I know it's not him. It's always after we get back home that R's already left for work that I notice my food's gone. My roommates also had a similar problem, but not as often as I do. I'm guessing because R doesn't like what he buys. The funny thing is that R buys a lot for himself and is even more stingy about his food. He will literally point out what's his when he comes back from the grocery shopping and tell us not to touch it. Last week, my milk was nearly empty again, and I got fed up. I went to the liquor store and bought regular dairy milk. I drank what was left on my almond milk and refilled the gallon with the one I bought. This was the catch proof R is the one stealing since he's lactose intolerant. The next day, Saturday, we get back from work and R is pissed. He yelled at me that he was stuck in the bathroom for 40 minutes with diarrhea because of my milk. He was using it to make a shake. I only responded with, so then you're the one who's been stealing? He freaking exploded. Yeah, he admitted he was sometimes drinking my milk and eating my food, but he was more mad that I switched milks than the fact that he was caught. I told him I wouldn't have done that if he just stopped taking my stuff from the fridge, or at least told the truth instead of trying to make it seem like I'm making it up. My roommate backed me up and thought it was kind of funny he got payback for stealing from us. It's a little tense right now, and my roommate told me R is trying to convince him to agree to kick me out. Little does he know that we're both looking to move somewhere else together because we are sick of his shit. I told some buddies that what happened, and a few think I was an asshole for that. I feel like I'm not in the wrong here. He was taking my food and not even owning up to it, and I wanted to prove it. Does that make me the asshole? What do you think, babe?
Nah. Yeah, OP's definitely not the asshole.
I thought it was funny though.
The way he got caught, like the worst way to get caught, like being in the bathroom for 40 minutes.
He had massive diarrhea. That's what he gets for eating people's food that doesn't belong to him. And then most of all, he was denying it in arguments, multiple arguments, and he's been doing this for more than a year.
Yeah.
I don't think he's an asshole at all.
Yeah.
He got what he deserved. The top comment says, not the asshole. This children is called projection. He knows he's stealing food and he figures the two of you are going to try and do it to him. Exactly. So I think we definitely don't think he's the asshole at all.
It's like kind of crazy how the guy R who got caught was just like was just mad about the situation, but not mad about him like being caught.
Because he's reflecting.
Mm-hmm.
He's trying to take all the attention that he got caught to him saying that he was in the bathroom for 40 minutes.
And then his explanation or her like his reasoning was like, "Oh, I take your guys' food and drinks like sometimes. As if that's like any better. Like you shouldn't be doing that at all, especially since it was been agreed upon
Yeah.
in the beginning of like all of them staying together."
Yeah, and the fact that they don't do that to him, they don't take his stuff either.
Mm-mm.
But apparently, it's okay for him to do it. It's kind of crazy to me. But I feel like he definitely got what he deserved with the bathroom in 40 minutes. And that'll teach him to stop touching his stuff.
Yeah.
That stuff that's not his. So that was the last story. I hope you guys enjoyed. Comment below and see if you guys which one was your favorite. Let us know if you liked the stories, if you have any ideas of what you guys want to hear next. Thank you for joining us. See you next time.